Thanks, Jos, and thanks for inviting me. Good to be here. The last two editions, unfortunately, due to circumstances, I couldn't attend in person, but this time I made the effort. So, despite arriving very late from Bangkok last night, it's really a pleasure to be here. I don't have any slides, but actually, I think I would have needed only one slide, and that would have said, solving global challenges together, because that is what we do. The previous example of Bangalore traffic, where Dutch company Arcadis is using AI to help predict traffic flows, to help improve 40 of the most difficult junctions in Bangalore, hopefully with a positive effect on everybody in this room, that you get to your destination faster, with fewer pollution. So that's one example of a Dutch company working here in India with Indian technology, developing solutions that are relevant here. Arcadis is not the only one. We have many companies that are active here. If you are on the road from the airport, you will see the Philips Innovation Campus, one of the 3 main innovation centers that Philips has worldwide. 80% of all Philips software is developed here in Bangalore Thank you. With the aim, what is Philips' aim? They want to have a health impact on 2.5 billion people by 2030. And how do you do that? By making diagnosis better. Again, using AI, using new technology, also making it more sustainable, requiring fewer inputs. And also ensuring that it can work remotely for people who do not have immediate access to healthcare, to ensure that you can do that from a distance. That's what a company like Philips is doing here in Bangalore. We have NXP, a Dutch semiconductor chips manufacturer. Yes, they are in all Indian passports, the chips are there, are NXP. But also in the chips that are required for electric vehicles. NXP is developing it here, is designing the chips here in Bangalore. Their CEO was at Semicon India in New Delhi 2 weeks ago, and he announced that they are going to invest another €1 billion in India, doubling the staff that they have here, working on the future. The future will need semiconductors, and NXP is working on that. But it's not all high-tech, it's also another kind of tech. We have seed companies that are working here without genetic modification to improve seeds for the circumstances that are required here. Pest-resistant, drought-resistant, improving food security for all of us. That's what we are looking for from the Netherlands, to work to bring Indian and Dutch companies, partners, research organizations, government organizations together to solve some of these global challenges together. I want to stress a few areas that are our priorities at the moment looking from the Netherlands. First of all, energy transition. We used to have an economy based on cheap gas that came out of our own ground. Our government has decided to completely stop that, not necessarily for environmental purposes, but because it was creating earthquakes in the north of the Netherlands, and that was considered a human rights violation. So the people there are not safe because they are affected by earthquakes. We have stopped our natural gas production, so we rely on other sources now. Green hydrogen is something where, together with our German neighbors, so also the people from North Rhine-Westphalia, the Germans, this is something that we're doing together because our ecosystems are so intertwined with our neighbors in Germany. And India really has come up on the list of green hydrogen opportunities because we see that India is advancing there. Another thing also discussed by the gentleman from Bosch, decarbonization of transport, as we call it. Because it's not only about electric vehicles. Yes, electric vehicles are required now. Next year, if you have a small business and you have a van and you need to go into certain Dutch cities, you will need an electric vehicle. Again, for climate purposes, but also for the health of people, because we find that microparticles in the air in Dutch cities are too high. And again, it's a human rights violation if the government does not provide a healthy environment for you to live. So these are urgent issues that we need to address. But it's also inland shipping. We need to make sure that our ships are green, that our construction, our infrastructure construction happens with vehicles that have decarbonized, that our planes are decarbonized, because in the Netherlands now we have year. But this year they were able to get a new money from the market because their technology of having solar cells that can be included in the roof, in the doors, in all parts of the car, to have solar-powered vehicles. That's still something that technologies that we have to develop for the future. But it's more than that, it's also health. We focus very much on a One Health perspective. One Health means everything is intertwined. We have environment, we have people, we have cattle. In that sense, one of our priorities in India to work together is on antimicrobial resistance. We're working closely with CCAMP because we see that this is another global challenge, these superbugs that are resistant to all kinds of medication. We have to do something against it, and in that way we are bringing both our people from our health department, from our agriculture department, from our innovation department together in India with people, with organizations like CCAMP, to try to see what can we do, what innovation can we do, what startups can we do to work on improving the health of lots of people. The final point I would like to mention is a broader sense of cybersecurity, a field where at the moment actually a delegation from India is going to the Netherlands to attend the One conference. Cyber is another threat that we all face and that we have to deal with together. Just some of the highlights of the work that we from the consulate are focusing on, as I said, bringing government, private sector and academia together. In the Netherlands we talk about the triple helix model. That is the basis for a lot of work we do in the Netherlands, and we're looking forward to continuing to do that here in India. Please feel free to reach out to us. We are here with the colleagues from innovation, from agriculture, from trade and investment to work together to bring our countries together. So thanks again for the opportunity to speak. I have 14 seconds left, but I'll leave it with this. Thanks.